I've never seen Firefly, and I just watched episode 8 out of gas. Hi, if you're new here, I'm watching Firefly for the first time, having no previous knowledge. I'm watching it in production order, and we're on episode 8. So if you want to see the other episodes, go to my profile and check those out. Surprise, this is a two-parter because this episode was so beautiful that I felt I needed to do it justice. In my opinion, this episode is really like an ode to serenity. It's a love letter to Mal and the crew and the ship, and it also feeds the fans in a massive way. Okay, I'm gonna jump right in so I can fit this all. The first thing I wanna talk about is the use of flashbacks in this episode. We essentially have about three different flashbacks before the fire slash before they leave Mal, after, and then when they're forming the crew. Now, that could be argued a couple different ways, but I personally think that's the easiest way to explain it. The flashbacks really have a type of rhythm throughout the episode that really makes everything very cohesive and it builds the story. Starting the episode with like the disheveled ship, the emptiness, you're really like making the viewers feel a lot of things. You're like confused, you're sad. If you're like me, you were panicking. Then it cuts to Mal falling on the grate. You're like, what is going on? It's really building the story of who are they? Why are they together? Where are they from? What kind of family is this? It truly is, like I said, a love letter. I couldn't forgive myself if I didn't mention the camera work in this episode. The shot from under the grate up to Mal dripping the blood, beautiful. The way that the camera spins with the crew after the chaos of the fire and it doesn't cut, ugh, I loved it. When Zoe gets hit by the explosion, the camera flies back with her. Such a good choice. The camera dropping to Mal's feet as he's stumbling down the stairs just to really hit that home for you. There were so many examples. That's just a few. The use of lighting in this episode was amazing. The way that Zoe is lit up while she's getting worked on and the crew is kind of like in the dark outside, and then Mal goes to talk to Kaylee and the light, just one light comes in and shines on Kaylee's face. So you're giving Kaylee this very like serene, sweet portrait look while Mal is being so like sweet. He's being stern, but like in a very sweet way. I thought the use of lighting like that was absolutely beautiful. The lights flickering as Simon is about to blow out his candles, how everything goes dark and his face is just lit up by the candlelight and he like looks confused. Ugh. The light of his birthday, like the happiness of this birthday is being consumed by the darkness. It's very like looming, it's very ominous. The tiny light behind book while he was reading the Bible, talking about being scared. To me, it was like very symbolic of like his hope, like having the light in the dark as he's telling River, like, no, I am scared. I loved that too. The lighting when Anara and Mal are talking in the flashback, the way that the light shines in every so often and they move, it's almost like it cascades. It gives very like lagoon, it gives very romantic, of course, when Mal and Anara are meeting each other. Again, there are so many examples. Those are just a few. And then I just wanted to talk about some quick scenes that I also have to talk about. Even though it was like old CGI, the placement and the way it played into the story, the two shuttles pulling away from Serenity was so moving and sad. It really, like, again, makes the ship a character. Like, I see what you guys are saying. Pulling out to this macro level, like, you're looking at this huge, like, you're like, oh, yeah, like, Mal really is alone out there. Another scene was when the other crew is boarding the ship. They open the door and the gust of air comes through. You see this joyous look on Mal's face, and then you hear the guns cocking. There's like this relief, and then immediately cut your legs out from underneath you. Go from relief to despair so quick. It's such a gut punch in an episode that was full of gut punches. You can just tell that every scene was so thought out. They really wanted to make you feel the love and despair, like the two sides of the coin, right? I watched it twice and I cried both times. Hands down, my favorite episode so far. That's it for part one. I'm going to do a part two on the characters. Keep your eyes open for part two. As always, thank you for watching. And make sure if you want to see more videos like this, you subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio.